let's be real. In today's job market, having actual AI skills is no longer just a nice to have. It's quickly becoming the main thing that decides your career growth and maybe even your job security. So let's break down exactly why this is happening and, more importantly, what you can actually do about it. I bet this quote hits close to home for a lot of you.
It's that nagging feeling, right? That the ground is shifting under our feet professionally, and we've got to figure out our next move before we get left behind. So, does that sound familiar? Yeah. If it does, you are definitely not alone. This isn't just some vague anxiety you're feeling.
It's a very real response to a massive shift happening in the professional world right now. Let's just call it what it is, the new job anxiety. You know that phrase you see on pretty much every job posting now, AI skills preferred? Well, it's not really a suggestion anymore. It's a loud and clear signal of a fundamental change in what employers are really looking for.
And here's the part that really matters. It's not enough to just say you played around with a few AI tools. Like this slide says, walking into an interview without being able to demonstrate your skills, you're basically making yourself invisible. To employers, it's a huge red flag that you might not be ready for what's coming next. So how did this happen so fast?
I mean, did AI skills go from being this nice little bonus on your resume to a core baseline expectation? Well, the data, it tells a very, very clear story. Get a load of this number, 71%. A recent survey found that 71% of business leaders would actually hire a candidate with strong, verifiable AI skills over someone with more years of traditional experience.
Think about that. Experience alone isn't the trump card it used to be, and this is why. A staggering 92% of organizations are planning to integrate AI into their operations by 2028. And they don't just need a few AI specialists in the corner, they need everyone, from marketing to HR to operations, to understand how to use these tools. The demand is literally everywhere.
So this brings us to the heart of the problem, right? There's this huge gap between being AI curious, playing with ChatGPT, watching some videos, and being AI serious. Employers need structured, verifiable competence, and that's the gap that we all need to figure out how to bridge. So the big question is, how do you bridge that gap?
Well, that's where we get to the certification advantage. It is the clearest, most direct way to signal to the world that you've made that leap from just being curious to being seriously competent. Let's just look at this side by side. Being AI curious is a great start. It means you're playing with tools, you're watching videos, but there's no verifiable proof.
Being AI serious, on the other hand, that means you have structured knowledge, you have a credential that builds instant trust. It's the difference between saying you know something and proving. And you don't just have to take my word for it. This quote from Forbes just nails it. They called certifications the new degrees. And why?
Because they're faster, they're more targeted, and they deliver immediate value to employers who need very specific skills. Like yesterday, this is the new standard. Okay. So maybe you're on board. You're thinking, all right, I need a certification. But with literally thousands of options out there, how in the world do you choose the right one?
Don't worry, I'm going to show you a simple 3-step framework to find the perfect fit for your career. It's really just a 3-step process. First, start with your goal. Simple, right? Where are you now and where do you want to go?
Second, check for employer recognition. Go look at job descriptions for the roles you want. What certifications do they actually mention? And third, you got to balance the investment, the time, the cost against a potential career boost. And this table here is a fantastic little cheat sheet to get you started.
So if you're in a non-technical role, say marketing or HR, you'll want to look at foundational AI for business type certs. But if you're technical employers are looking for those platform-specific credentials, like from Azure or AWS, maybe with the machine learning specialization. And if you're trying to make a big career pivot into AI, you'll probably need a combination of those to show you're really serious. Okay? Earning the certification is a huge accomplishment.
Seriously, congrats. But that's only step one. The real power comes from knowing how to use that new credential to your advantage. So let's talk about the most obvious benefit, your salary. Studies are showing that certified AI skills can command a pay premium of anywhere from 7 to a whopping 23%.
So this isn't just about feeling secure in your job. It's about a direct, measurable return on your investment. And I absolutely love this line. This isn't some fluffy motivational quote you see on a poster. This is a pay stub difference.
It's a real, tangible change in your bank account at the end of the month. So what does this look like in the real world? First, get it on your LinkedIn profile, right in the licenses and certification section. On your resume, don't just list it, connect it to a real project you did. Bring it up in your performance reviews to make a case for a promotion or to lead a new AI project.
And in interviews, talk about the specific structured skills you learn. All right? So this brings us to the big picture. Getting certified isn't just a defensive move to protect the job you have now. It's a proactive, offensive move to take control and build the career you actually want in this new AI-powered world.
This quote, wow, it just sums up the new competitive reality perfectly. The threat isn't the AI. It's the person who knows how to use the AI better than you do. A certification puts you squarely on the right side of that equation.
Ultimately, getting certified is a signal. It's a signal to everyone that you are an active participant in your own career. You're not just sitting back waiting to get dragged into the future. You're meeting it head on. So the final question I'll leave you with is this. Are you going to let the future just happen to you, or are you going to walk into it on purpose with the skills and the credentials to shape it for yourself? The choice, as always, is yours.